Good morning, students. Today again we are going to start with the chapter metals and non-metals. Today the topic of discussion will be chemical properties of non-metals. Now talking about the topic, first of all, what is the term aquaresia? So aquaresia is a freshly prepared mixture of concentrated hydrochloric acid and concentrated nitric acid in the ratio 3:1. It is highly corrosive fuming liquid and one of the few reagents able to dissolve gold and platinum. Next is anodizing. It is a process of forming a thick oxide layer of aluminium that make it resistant to further corrosion that we have discussed earlier also. Now chemical properties of non-metal. Since large amount of energy is needed to remove one or more electron from non-metal, therefore non-metal do not form positively charged ion. On the other hand, energy is released when a non-metal accepts one electron or more electron. Thus, non-metal readily form negatively charged ion by the gain of electron. Therefore, non-metals are electronegative elements. For example, chlorine, it accepts electron and changes to Cl negative. Sulfur, it accepts 2 electrons and changes to S2 negative. Oxygen, it accepts 2 electrons and changes to O2 negative. Nitrogen, it accepts 3 electrons and changes to N3 negative. So, some important chemical reaction of non-metals are described below. Number 1, reaction with oxygen. When heated non-metal react with oxygen to form oxide, these oxides may be either acidic or neutral. They never form basic oxide. So the non-metallic oxides are covalent compound because they are formed by sharing of electrons between the non-metal and the oxygen atom, as you can see in CO2. Now, acidic oxides. The non-metallic oxide which dissolve in water to form acid are known as acidic oxide. These oxides turn blue litmus red. Some example of acidic oxide are given below. When carbon burn in excess of air, it forms carbon dioxide. Similarly, when CO2 is dissolved in water to form carbonic acid, which turns blue litmus red. So this is the formula of carbonic acid, H2CO3. Thus, CO2 is acidic oxide, which is a non-metallic oxide. Similarly, when sulfur is burned in air, it reacts with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. Now this sulfur dioxide dissolves in water to form sulfurous acid, which turns blue litmus red. So SO2 reacts with H2O and there is formation of H2SO3, that is sulfurous acid. Similarly, phosphorus reacts with excess of oxygen to form phosphorus pentaoxide, which dissolves in water to form orthophosphoric acid. Thus, phosphorus pentaoxide is an acidic oxide. For example, phosphorus, when it reacts with oxygen, it forms phosphorus pentaoxide. And this reacts with water to form orthophosphoric acid, which is acidic in nature. All these acidic oxides are also called acid anhydride since they dissolve in water to form acids. Second type is neutral oxide. Non-metallic oxide when neither react with acid nor with base are called neutral oxide. These neither turn blue litmus or red litmus blue. Some example of neutral oxides are carbon monoxide, water, nitric oxide, nitrous oxide. Carbon monoxide is formed when carbon burn in a limited supply of oxygen or air, and water is produced when an electric spark is passed through the mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. So this is the reaction of carbon with oxygen forming carbon monoxide. Similarly, hydrogen and oxygen with electric spark, it form H2O, which is a neutral oxide. Similarly, nitric oxide is formed in low yield when nitrogen and oxygen combine at high temperature. Here, nitrogen and oxygen are combining at high temperature to form nitric oxide. Next is reaction with water. Non-metals generally do not react with water or steam to produce hydrogen gas. This is because non-metal cannot reduce the hydrogen ion of water to H2 gas. However, some highly reactive non-metals such as fluorine react with water to form oxygen and ozone. So here is a reaction of fluorine with water and it forms hydrogen fluoride and oxygen. Similarly, it reacts with water again to form hydrogen fluoride and ozone. Now reaction with dilute acids. Non-metal do not react with acid to produce hydrogen gas. In other words, non-metal do not displace hydrogen from the acid. For example of non-metal like carbon, sulfur, phosphorus do not react with dilute hydrochloric acid. So phosphorus do not react with dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid to produce hydrogen gas. Why non-metals do not react with acid to displace hydrogen gas? This question arises in the mind. So, in order to displace hydrogen from acid, electrons must be supplied to H plus ion of the acid. For example, H2SO4, it breaks down to 2H plus ion and sulfate ion, and these hydrogen ion, when they accept electron, changes to hydrogen. Since a non-metal is an electron acceptor, it cannot supply electron to H plus ion to reduce them to hydrogen gas. Therefore, it cannot displace hydrogen gas from acid. Thus, when a non-metal like carbon, sulfur or phosphorus is placed in test tube containing either dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4, then hydrogen is not evolved. Next is reaction with chlorine. Non-metal react with chlorine to form chlorides. These non-metal chlorides are formed by sharing of electron between atoms of a non-metal and the chlorine. Hence, these are covalent compound. As we know, the electrons when they are shared, then there is formation of covalent compound. The reason why non-metal combine with chlorine to form covalent chloride is that non-metal cannot give electrons to chlorine atom to form chloride ion. Hence, they share electron. Further, these covalent chloride are non-electrolytes, that is, they do not conduct electricity. These covalent chlorides are generally volatile liquid or gases. For example, hydrogen combined with chlorine in the presence of diffuse sunlight to form hydrogen chloride gas, which is covalent chloride. Similarly, phosphorus combined with chlorine to form phosphorus trichloride, and the formula is PCl3, which is a covalent liquid. Now reaction with hydrogen. Non-metal combine with hydrogen to form covalent hydrides. These hydrides are generally gases or liquids. Since non-metal hydrides do not contain iron, so they do not conduct electricity. Hydrogen combines with sulfur at 700 Kelvin or 440 degrees Celsius. There is formation of hydrogen sulfide, which is a covalent hydride. Nitrogen combined with hydrogen at 723 to 773 Kelvin in the presence of iron as catalyst to form covalent hydride called ammonia. Non-metal cannot give electron to hydrogen to form hydride ion. Therefore, these hydride are formed by sharing of electrons between non-metal and hydrogen. So there is no loss or gain, but there is sharing of electrons. Similarly, reaction with salt. A more reactive non-metal displaces a less reactive non-metal from the solution of its salt. For example, NaBr, sodium bromide, combined with chlorine, there is formation of NaCl and bromine is being displaced. Similarly, potassium chloride reacts with chlorine to form KCl and iodine is replaced. Next is oxidizing behavior.